guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Kumari and it's Kumari. Welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Hello, how do you do? Hello. I know I haven't posted in like 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, but I'm here with another video, and as you can see from the title, it's going to be about uni and what university is like and what my experience at uni was like. And yeah man, so yeah, I'm just going to be talking about my uni experience. So let's get into the video. So I started uni back in 2017 and I graduated last year when this flipping pandemic happened. So yeah, I graduated in 2020, but obviously didn't get the graduation, just got the certificate through the door. And I went to the University of Surrey, which is in Guildford, which, yeah, I don't know why I chose Guildford, but I did. I don't know what, you know what, if I'm honest, I actually don't. I think because it was just one of the top universities, but when it comes to the area, I really didn't research the area. But it's fine, it's cool. I went, I got through it, I graduated. Guildford was so different to London. Originally I'm from West London, but yeah, going from London to Guildford, it was just, it was mad. It was crazy. The reason why it was mad, it's just because of the like diversity is so different to how it is in London. Like it's not diverse at all. Like yeah, it's not really that. But it's fine. So yeah, I went to Guildford. Lived in Guildford for 2 years. So for my first year, obviously student accommodation on campus. For the first year. Second year, shared accommodation with friends, with 3 other friends, well with 3 friends, so there's 4 of us in total in a house. And then yeah, third year I just commuted to uni because I had enough of Guildford, so yeah. Plus I had a job in London, so I just stayed at home and commuted. I think on train to get to Guildford, it's like 2 hours, like hour 45, 2 hours depending. And it was the longest 2 hours of my life, but I done it. And then yeah, I got a car, so I just drove. But yeah, first year, student accommodation. Second year, shared accommodation with friends, share house, flat shared house, whatever it's called, with friends, with 3 friends. And then yeah, third year, I commuted from home to Guildford. So yeah, I had a nice little university experience, especially when it came to living out of home and not being at home so much. I learned a lot, especially because, like I keep saying, everyone else is in London and I was literally by myself in Guildford with just myself and the friends that I could make. So yeah, it was fun, it was cool. First year was fun, like it was so interesting. So yeah, I had student accommodation. I think it was 13 or 14 of us in total in the accommodation that I was in, and it was fun. I liked my flatmates so much. Like there was a group of us that actually hung out. To be fair, I was that one that was in and out. Like sometimes I was there, sometimes I wasn't, because I had the flat that I hung out with, and then my friends that I was cool with, they all lived in like a different accommodation. So most times I would be hanging out with them compared to my flatmates. But when I did hang out with my flatmates, it was really fun. It was fun. There was loads of different personalities in my flat. And it was just fun because it was people from different backgrounds. Like I met a few people that knew people that I went to school with. Like it was just it was fun, just meeting loads of different people, and our ages varied. Like we weren't all the same age. It was interesting, but literally, it was just so. The experience was so. It was just interesting because, like I said, most of my accommodation, I think like I was like the token in my flat, as in being mixed. There was one other mixed girl, but in regards to like, the type of people that I hung out with, I was kind of like the token because I don't know how to put it, so I'm not really gonna, like, it was just a group of people that I've never really hung out with before, like not my type of people that I would hang out with naturally.
Put it like that.
when you go uni, you end up talking to people that you wouldn't usually talk to in your normal day-to-day activities, your day-to-day friends, when you choose your own friends. But when you go uni, I feel like you meet so many different personalities and so many different people, and obviously you're growing up still, you're learning more things, you're learning about like life outside of being under your parents' house and rules and stuff. So yeah, it was just very interesting. I met a lot of people that I just clicked with straight away, that we got along with straight away. So yeah, it was fun. I feel like that's what's missing from like now going uni, like being able to socialise and meet people and just converse and meet people from different backgrounds and stuff. Now you're on Zoom, 9 times out of 10 your cameras are off, 9 times out of 10 no one talks to each other unless you knew each other from obviously the previous year or you've met each other before, etc. So yeah, it just has that barrier, that social barrier now, innit? You can't really socialise with people like you would on a typical university experience, like how uni would be usually without this pandemic. So yeah, that's like first year, like I said, cool, that's where you party, do all that bullshit. Second year, I moved in with 3 of my friends. We all shared a house. It's interesting sharing with friends. It has its pros and cons, which you obviously learn, but yeah, it has its pros and cons. Me sharing with 3 people that I shared with, it was fun. Like we had our highs and we had our lows, but you know, we all got along. Obviously, you're always gonna have days where you don't get along with everyone that you live with. Like I go through that now with my siblings. Like you will always go through those days where someone annoys you or someone jars you. But personally, for me, I feel like I chose the right people to live with. Just because we kind of knew the boundaries with each other. Yeah, sometimes it will get, because we were all big personalities, but other than that, we all had our, like we knew what not to really cross, and if we did cross it, because all of us were stubborn, eventually, you know, it would get squashed. But yeah, I had fun with who I shared with in my second year. And then yeah, like I said, third year I commuted, but yeah, that experience of being able to choose and pick when to commute and when not to commute, like now you don't really have that option now to commute. Obviously, like I said, everything has kind of gone back to how it was in school, so you are in classes at uni and lectures at uni, but that full experience, I feel like, isn't being achieved. So towards the end of my third year, everything went online, because that's when the pandemic occurred. Everything went online. It was all Zoom classes. It was people showing up, people not showing up, just watching the slides at a later point in the day, because it was just like, what's the point in me rolling over and opening my fucking laptop? Listen, being at uni online compared to being in uni in person, they're two completely different things. Like, it's crazy, because when we actually had to get up and go to uni, like I can do it, I was on it, like I was ready, I was always there, like boom. But when it was online, it was just like I couldn't be bothered, even though it was literally just my laptop, and my laptop would be just there. It's like I couldn't be bothered. Like, I don't know if anyone else was like that, or is like that whilst they're at school or whatever, like college, uni, etc. But yeah, it was just, even though I'm doing less than what I used to do, it weren't the same. It just weren't the same. Even like with going work and stuff, it's not the same working from home compared to what it was like to being in an office or going to work and actually working. Like, it's just very different. But yeah, I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that I went to uni purely because of the experience, purely because of all the personalities and the characters and the people that I met, and the independence that I learned. And I'm so happy with myself that I didn't choose to leave and just drop out. Like, I think I must have said I want to drop out like over 15 times. But those were the days where, you know, the essays were getting to me, all the deadlines were coming, and it was just like, I can't do this shit. But like, when you actually get past it, it's like, oh, not that bad. The longest part of uni, which everyone might agree with me on, is your dissertation. Like, it's just so long. Like, fun, like, oh, it's just the longest shit ever, but you get through it, you achieve. Once you get through it, it's the best feeling ever. Like, when I completed my dissertation, I was so fucking happy, even though I still had other 2 assignments to give in. It was just, the main one is done. Like, I could breathe. and chill for like a night and then jump back on it again tomorrow. But yeah, when my dissertation was done, I was so happy to the point, I didn't see my, because I took the books from the library to help me with my dissertation. Obviously when I'd done that, lockdown happened, didn't go back to uni till like December, so I had the books for like 10 months, 11 months, and I got all these emails from uni like, oh, you think I'm gonna get fined, blah, blah, blah. But it was just mad because, you know what, I feel like I was so happy about finishing my dissertation, I just forgot about all the books that I had. Like, I was just living my best life, trying to have fun. But yeah, so that caught up to me, but I bought them back. It was a bit late, but the point is I bought them back. But yeah, man. But yeah, if I'm honest, I'm happy that I'm not currently still at uni, just because how everything is right now within education. Like, I don't think I could do a year or like a year and a half with online uni. I don't think I could do it. Even just doing it for 2 months before I actually completely finished, it was a fucking nightmare. I hated it. Personally, I hated it. The way I got through it was just by telling myself that, you know, I'm nearly done. I'm coming to the end of, you know, the 3 years. I didn't go through all this stuff just to let this flipping pandemic drag me down further. So, like, yeah, it was just like I didn't go through all this shit to let this pandemic come and to weigh me down. We're not doing that. So yeah, I just kept pushing myself, setting myself targets, making sure I got up and was active and just doing stuff, getting on with it, finding some inspiration, especially when it was hot. Like the first lockdown, you know, in this like spring, is it spring into like summer? Well, I want them. Anyways, when it was like springtime, I think, and it was hot. I think it was spring. I think it was like the Easter holidays, and like it was warm, and I was just getting out there, enjoying the sun and getting that vitamin D. And yeah, just finding inspiration. I know it's easier said than done, but literally, especially for those like in third year right now, the third year of uni is the toughest year. And it's worse when it's like this and you can't get all access to everything that you need access to. But the more you look at the bright side and the positive side, I know it's easier said than done, because I was told the same shit and I couldn't see that, and I just don't talk to me. Like, you just don't want no one talking to you about anything positive. It's just shut up. But yeah, like the more positive you think about it, just find inspiration. Just see the goal that you're looking for at the end. Give yourself goals. Set yourself a target. Like, you know, you're doing this uni experience for a reason. You're going through with uni for a reason. You're doing 3-4 years for a reason. Like, just see the amazingness at the end of it. But yeah, uni's fun. It's shit that not everyone's gonna get that full experience of uni, but it's interesting, and it is challenging. I'm not gonna say uni is the easiest shit, like it's really not, and it's worse when those that didn't go to uni are telling you that it's not that hard. But bitch, did you even go? Right. But yeah, just stick into it. But yeah, that's my little uni experience. I might get into it more in another video, but yeah, man, those of you that are going through it right now, I have a lot of faith in you, and you can do it. You got this. Especially those that went on a placement for a year then came back to this bullshit. You got this. You got this. Oh guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope maybe I've given someone something to think about. Or maybe you just enjoyed me talking, I don't know, but we'll see. Remember to leave a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel, let me know what you think. As I said at the beginning, I will be putting one of my videos somewhere on the screen. And yeah, boy, everyone stay safe, live your life, have fun. Bye guys.